John Nepper, Netmuck, and more. Stalky Tiger's here, and he says he's no longer going to support me after I quit Pokemon Champions. Okay, we'll talk about that, actually, because, yeah, I want to talk about Pokemon Champions and what happened last night. Because, admittedly, after so long trying to get this game to work in my schedule, I get to the point where I have to kind of give up. You know, I've tried everything in that game. I've literally played every mode. I've adapted and changed my gameplay style. I've listened to feedback and still can't get people to turn up and support it. I don't know what to say. So, Stalking Tiger, if in truth you are leaving because I'm not playing it, I will say thanks for the support you gave me all along. I really appreciate that. But since your account joined 18 minutes ago, I don't actually believe that it's you, so I'm going to ban you now. Banned, 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 banned. Very nice. What an idiot. Because it was 7:04. Oh, Jasper, you okay? I knew that was going to happen. I knew he was going to slip, and he did. Now we got to talk about, sadly, the one game that just doesn't work. I have tried absolutely, positively, everything to make Pokemon Champions work on this channel. Okay? I started playing it when it was brand new months ago. People liked it, but it was like, well, you're already playing other Pokemon games. Come back to it later. So I came back to it when it went cross-play across Switch 2 and mobile devices. And we started off playing single matches, right? Did that for a few weeks, got to Ultra Ball rank. Then people were all complaining, well, this is boring. Everyone actually plays doubles. So then I started playing doubles, and I tried to learn that, okay? I started having interactive sessions with you guys where you would help me to choose which Pokemon to recruit. And I even started doing meta build stuff where you guys would explain, this is how it works. This Pokemon comes in and does this ability, and that buffs the party. And then the next guy comes in, and he's already buffed. So now he has a super ability, and then you use Weather Ball because it already is going to be fire ability. And then you have Pelipper who comes in, he casts the rain. And then this guy comes in, he's buffed because the rain's out there. And you do. So I'm learning everything, right? I've tried 18 hours of this game. I want to say it's 17 to 18 hours of this game. I just can't get a solid, supportive audience for it. I've tried everything. You know, I think 17 plus hours is enough to give it a chance. Last night, basically a bunch of trolls showed up to basically make fun of me because no one was supporting the stream. We made $50 for the entirety of the stream. This is not the first time. This is probably the third or fourth time that the game has performed poorly. If every other game I'm playing that I just mentioned is doing well, and only Pokemon Champions seems to be the game that consistently doesn't get the support, it says something, right? Has nothing to do with, oh, Phil's not successful, blah, blah. All of my streams are doing well, except Pokemon Champions. False. There's nothing I can really do to make the game work if it just doesn't work for this audience. And I guess it doesn't. The thing is, I like Pokemon Champions. It's different from standard Pokemon. But guys, I just can't make people come out and support it. That's apparent. After trying absolutely everything, changing my style and strategy, the way I play, interacting with you guys, making it all about us working together, it still doesn't work. So what more can I do, right? I'm sorry. For those who like Pokemon Champions, I apologize. I like the game. But 17 hours and it's still not working. I don't know what else to say. The whole myth of the wage quit is just that, a myth. I don't quit games based on income. Well, someone tipped me $2 and said something insulting about LTG. I'm not going to say that out loud because people will get mad at me for saying it even though I didn't say it. You know what I mean? But thanks for $2. I appreciate that. I swear you guys rag on LTG way more than I do. I don't even talk about the guy anymore, right? It's like I said. Every once in a while, if I get bored or something interesting is going on, I'll bring it up. Like, I could right now bring up the fact that he now owes even more in child support than he did before because he idiotically opened his mouth about it and then he lost all these court rulings, okay? I could do that, and I could go into extensive detail and show you the documents. We could all laugh, but we don't need to do that because I have content. I have content to really put out. I don't need to talk about this embarrassment of the internet. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to be bringing up that kind of crap. All right? Drama, 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 nonsense, drama. Why? Because they're all cheap bitches who want to get easy attention on themselves by talking about toxic stuff. It's harder to get attention and support for talking about interesting, intelligent topics than it is about drama, drama, drama. Drama is the easy way out on the internet and always has been. That's why I've been against it since day one. I don't like drama content because I think that's like gossip for teenage girls and sissies, quite frankly. I'm not for it. I'm a fucking 43-year-old man. I don't need to be talking drama all day. All right? I'm not going to be doing toxic content like that all the time. Every once in a while, it's okay for variety, but not all the time. Okay, guys? Let's just talk about the viewbotting that's been going on this channel that I'm not doing because my detractors are basically trying to make me look bad. A week ago, my biggest restreamer on YouTube got banned from YouTube for illegally restreaming me. Because the truth is, a lot of people did think that that was me. And when they were searching on YouTube, they would find this channel inadvertently thinking that's DSP, and they would watch my content through that channel, but that channel would absorb the views, the ad revenue, memberships, super chats, all on the guise of impersonating me. Okay? Which is illegal. I mean, even Keemstar himself did a show on me and then wanted to basically pay me for it. And then he hosted his stream instead of mine. And the guy made like thousands of dollars from the Keemstar viewers or the Lolcow viewers. They dumped money on the guy because he steals my content. Stop watching Keemstar. It was just a matter of time. And finally, someone recognized it and shut the asshole down. Immediately when this guy got shut down, I started noticing for a day, day and a half, my views were up. I went from having an average stream of around 200 to 250 viewers up to 300, 400 viewers. So all these years that I've been saying this guy stealing my content is hurting me, and all the detractors said, oh no, that's a lie, was incorrect. I was always right. They were always wrong. It's fallacy. It's fantasy. You're cracked. Your head is broken. You need to go get examined, you need counseling, and you need help. Well, the detractors don't like that, right? They don't want to see that what I said was true. They don't want to admit that I was right all along, because that means that they were wrong all along. So some asshole has been coming by every day, viewbotting my YouTube channel. So you might say, why on earth are they doing this? Because they want my views to look fake, so that they can say, oh, you see, there's no way to prove that Phil got more views as a result of this guy being shut down. They don't want me to be proven right. So by artificially inflating the view count that you guys can see, you can't tell how many real viewers I have, and they figure, see, now he can't be proven right. More malicious activity towards me and my channel. Why? Because I got all the W's recently, right? I shut down the guy who was freezing my chat, made it so that he can't freeze anyone's chat ever again, and YouTube fixed the bug. The illegal restreamer got shut down, and now I'm getting better views and better engagement on YouTube. So because I'm getting W's left, right, up, and down here, they're pissy about it. They can't handle the fact that Phil's owning them. So instead, they fuck around. Oh, let me inflate his views, make him look like a cheating asshole, right? Make him look like LTG, because LTG literally has viewbotted endlessly for years and years. So, like, make Phil look like that now, right? Well, guess what? I've already said it a million times. I don't want it. I want it to be shut down. It bothers me. I don't like looking at that and not knowing how many legit viewers I have. Whoever's doing it, you're mentally deranged. Stop fucking doing it. But I can't twist your arm to make you stop because I don't know who you are because you're a coward on the internet, anonymous. Stop fucking doing it, you pussy bitch. Now, some people have been saying, well, that's bad that you've got that box because it's the wrong box. That there's a box called a collector's box. And that box is way better because you get tons of valuable hits. That's great, but the collector's box costs $450 before tax and before shipping. The collector's box only has 12 packs in it. Okay? So that would mean that each pack in the collector's box is around $45 for 15 cards. Okay? What are the chances do you think you're going to have those packs, you're going to open them, and it's going to be that worth that? Every single pack you open is going to have $50 of value? I don't think so. Do you want to know what the collector's box is? The rip-off box. It's a box that only collectors would ever bother getting because they absolutely want the most valuable cards, and they end up burning a ridiculous amount of money going through them, and they don't get the cards they want. It's gambling. 5-star gold. Oh, brother! Oh, brother! Oh, yeah! We did it! Oh, you Hulkamaniacs out there, all you Philomaniacs, we did it! We pulled our first Hogan! Right? That's not what I'm into. I'm into card collection. I'm into having fun with you, looking at the cards. Ooh, a hit, that's extra. But it's not about, oh, I'm going to spend big bucks gambling to see if I can get the $1,000 Mind Stone card. Who cares? Right? It's not worth it. if it was a chance to get it in a reasonably priced box, or if the box had more packs, right? Let's say the box had 30 packs. All right. Well, now each pack is actually worth about 15, 20 bucks rather than 45. All right, that's more reasonable because we have more cards to open. The box will last longer, right? But I'm not going to buy a $500 box of cards with 12 packs that will burn through in 3 days. That's ridiculous. So, no, I'm not doing that, okay? If we're going to do Magic the Gathering, we're going to do the standard booster boxes because they seem to be good. There's a good variety of cards. I like how the cards look. We get good hits, and it lasts a bit. Can you imagine? Just think about it this way. If I had bought the collector's box of Marvel cards, we would have opened it the first night. $500 gone in a finger snap. Just like Thanos snapping everyone with the Infinity Gauntlet, right? No, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. We have 6 packs left of Marvel MTG. Today, please support the streams because in truth, my goal for today is to open those packs. I would like to finish opening the 6 remaining Marvel packs today. Let's do a nice flex here. Yeah. Okay. All I care about is how my body looks because that's my one value in life. The only piece of worth that I get out of my life is that I have a muscled body. No, the arm is not less muscular. I did a different flex. If I did the flex like this, it would have looked exactly the same as the other arm, see? In fact, I think this arm looks bigger. Look. This arm actually is bigger than the other, I think. It's just the different angle of the flex. When I do it like this, my arm's way further back, so it looks smaller because of the camera. But I've explained to you a million times, and apparently you guys don't understand how cameras work, so you're very confused. Please listen to this idiot. Name 10 comic stories you like. You can't. You've been caught faking it. Gee, just off the top of my head, Days of Future Past of X-Men is amazing. The original plot line. I like the 1990s Chris Claremont, Jim Lee new X-Men run, where the X-Men basically formed 2 teams. And then they went up against the Acolytes and Magneto, but then you find out that Magneto got betrayed by his head Acolyte, and there's this whole plot line there. That's really cool. I like the the Executioner's Song, which was this insane crossover between all of the X-Men comics in the 90s when there was like a zillion of them. Or how about the Age of Apocalypse when all of Marvel got rebooted with an alternate multiverse timeline where Apocalypse ruled the world? What about Onslaught, where Professor Xavier actually got his mind kind of corrupted by Magneto and it became this weird psychic entity that took over the Marvel Universe, not just X-Men, but everyone. Like the Avengers were fighting him and everything. Okay? How about Maximum Carnage, the insanely cool 90s crossover event in Spider-Man, where Spider-Man teamed up with Venom to fight Carnage and a whole bunch of supervillains, and then all these heroes jumped in, like Captain America, Deathlock, Cloak and Dagger, and more. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a poser, right? I didn't read comics. Should I keep going? Should I talk about Image Comics and Youngblood and Spawn? Should I talk about the death of Superman? Should I talk about Nightfall? Should I talk about Batman getting his back broken by Bane? Should I talk about the comics that I actually read in the 90s, or are you gonna shut the fuck up now? Okay, shut the fuck up, thanks. You get baited so bad all the time by everyone around you. Idiots. And also, in addition to everything I just mentioned, I actually used to read Archie Comics versions of popularized stuff. So I used to read Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Archie comics, and I also used to read Sonic the Hedgehog Archie comics. So I was these more cartoony, kidsy comics, but then I was also reading like the real stuff, and then it got to the edgy stuff like Image Comics. I was into all of that in the 90s. Would I open One Piece cards? I haven't looked into it yet. People are saying that One Piece is another card thing that has really high value and is very much in demand. If that's the case, I would assume that they're going to be insanely overexpensive, right? They're not going to be readily available or anything. Nothing here says I would recommend opening the new set ASAP. Regardless of milestones, you'll hit the algorithm. Yeah, but I'm not doing this to hit the algorithm. I'm never going to blow up on YouTube opening packs of cards. You know that, right? This is just nice supplemental content. It's variety for my existing base. Yes, there's probably a few new people watching me do it. I'm not going to hit the algorithm. The only way I would hit the algorithm is if I get the best card in the set within the day that it comes out, right? Sucks, but that's just how it works. Everyone gets everything early these days. If you're a normal person, you don't get preference, right? So, already it's spoiled, just like video games. So I'm not going to get that day one nonsense, never, because people already have it, right? Day one views, day one inflated views, make the money. Likely what'll happen is the reseller is going to get it on the 17th, and they're going to send it to me. And I'm going to have to wait for it to show up. Big Baller Mike says, why not just open all of these packs for free to entertain the audience? Hey, Big Baller Mike, why don't you just mail me your wallet? Because that's really entertaining to me. Because it's not realistic. What you're saying is stupid. That's why. Why don't you just do everything forever for free? Why don't you just starve and be destitute in the streets? Why don't you just get rid of your house and live in the gutter? Okay, that sounds like a good idea, Big Baller Mike, but you first. Oh my God. What's a little extreme? Asking me to open cards for free? That's correct. That is incredibly extreme. Okay, guys, I'm back. We're going to get started. Well, I just got a question for all of you spamming the kick chat toxically again. Like, what purpose do you serve? You realize I'm not paying attention to you. No one is. And I'm getting paid for you being there. You know that, right? So what purpose do you serve? You're worthless in the chat. Like, you're actually worthless. You can go and you'll have just as much effect as sitting there, unless when you sit there, you pay me. So I don't really know what you think you're doing. You're not really accomplishing much. And just so you know, anyone who wants to talk in kick chat, that's why I'm ignoring it. I can't talk to people because these idiots are just spamming nonstop, so I'm just going to ignore it. And I guess I can't talk to anyone on Kick, and I guess that's fine. I mean, if you want to intelligently talk, I recommend you come to the YouTube side. It's like you have to be mentally deficient to act like that because no one's paying attention to you, right? It's like if you acted normal, people would actually engage. But instead, you sit there spamming, so I act like you're a petulant child that just bugs me all day, so I just ignore you.
And then you people feels a toxic streamer. No, you actually you tried to make me look like that.
You know, like, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, you're really dumb to act like that. Comedy Master says this means they don't have to deal with their real lives as a distraction from their pain. Maybe you're right. Maybe sitting in someone's chat spamming it all day and me not paying attention, they feel like they're doing something with their time when in reality they're worthless. It's probably what it is. Their life is just so empty and meaningless and vapid, and, you know, they have nothing to do with it. So they just, this is what they do all day. That's pretty bad. So where the fuck is Patches? Trusty Patches, where is he? Oh, here he is. Holy shit. Are you kidding? He was hiding in the fucking door. What a dick. He was hiding in the door. Ha What an asshole. So that's an NPC invader. That's not a human. Because he's red. The bright red guys, those are the NPC invaders, right? What a dickhead. Alright, now we gotta fight this asshole. Maybe I don't have to. Let's skip this fucker. Maybe he can't follow me. The Dark Side LARPer! He didn't even touch me, you saw that? He stabbed the other direction and it hit me. The game sucks. The whole PvP stuff is so nonsensical. The guy didn't even hit me. I don't think this Blue Covenant works. As you guys can see, no one's being summoned to help me. That was definitely a real invasion and no one showed up. Help! What? How is that a backstab? Are they insane? Dude, the backstab didn't work. Are you retarded? This is terrible garbage. Look how bad this shit is. Dude, I hate it. It plays like garbage. I had a backstab. It showed the backstab animation and it didn't work. This is fucking stupid, man. I hate this invasion shit. It is so bad.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your bitchiness, really.
Jeez. Yes, very frustrating. You see how bad the mechanic is. It's complete garbage. Was that a real invader, by the way? Or was that an NPC? Because he was red. So maybe that was just an NPC. I'm not sure. Ring of Whispers. We can buy it. So now we can go back and talk to the Scorpion guy. I think it's worth it. Is it not? Is it worth it to talk to the Scorpion guy? Does it lead to something good? I don't remember. Anyone remember? Okay. Now, the other question is, so if anyone actually remembers which of the statues to get rid of to get a good item, please let me know. I gotta remember where the Scorpion guy is. Is he over here to the right? No, that's a dead end. Where the hell was he? Shoot. When you open the one in the acid pit, It gives you another fragrant branch. I don't know what the acid pit is. What the hell is that? I'm so confused right now. So I am supposed to fight him, right, guys? Then I get the ring. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. You need 14 strength to use the helmet. That's crazy. All right, so now what you're telling me is I should go back to the bonfire, do that jump. There's the statue that's blocking the door next to the bonfire after that jump, right? I should go in there, and that gives me the key to going back down into that acid pit area with all the petrification or weapon degradation stuff, and go in there. That opens the door, right? That's what you're saying? Okay. Butthead says, be careful. You need to kill all the enemies in the room first because there's a bird lady in there and she can die. Okay. Thank you for telling me all this. Appreciate it. Let's go do that.
I'm engaged with the stream chat. I'm actively responding to things they're saying and talking with them, reading their messages, interacting, you know. They're helping me a little bit with the games. They're not fucking hand-holding me and telling me how to beat every single thing in a game.
I think we're done here. I don't think there's anything of importance here. I think we got what we wanted to get. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. This sucks. I have no fucking clue how to get out of here now. So there is a ledge there. I did not want to jump there. Are you kidding? I didn't want to jump like that. The controls are so terrible in this game. They really are atrociously bad. All I wanted to do was see if I could jump on that ledge. I think there's something on that ledge, but I can't get the controls to work, so I can't land on the ledge. He never jumps in the direction I want. Let's try again. I can't get him to do what I want. I can't get him to do what I want. Nope, I overjumped it. Jump! He won't jump. He really won't do a running jump here. And if he does it like straight left into the wall. I just want him to run and jump straight, and he won't do it. The mechanic is terrible. Oh, my first mimic! My first mimic! I told you there were mimics. I told you there were mimics, and man, they just ate my ass. I wonder if there's anything good in that chest. See, now the problem is, this part has gotten so complex. There's so many ways to go. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I don't know if I'm going towards good items or bad items. I don't know if it's worth it to go that way. You know what I mean? Like, this is so confusing. I mean, do you want me to be honest? Yeah, I'm very disappointed. I don't know what happened today. This is a great stream. We had great attendance all day, and I'm not talking about the stupid view-botting idiot. I mean, in general, the attendance is good. Look, over 400 for Dark Souls. I think we have almost 200 on Kick. But for some bizarre reason, support was not good. What happened? How are we at $60 of support? Right? Not even enough for one pack of cards.
And that's not fair.
Not even close to what I would expect for a Dark Souls stream. Especially from previous Dark Souls streams. What happened today? Last night was Pokemon Champions. I get it with that. Like, I just don't have many people for it. But here, it's like, wow. Now, here's the thing. Like Habib asked earlier. He said, hey, will you do the DLCs? I want to. Scholar of the First Sin has them all. And they're good DLCs. They're challenging. They're fun. But I don't know. I don't even know if I can finish the game at this rate if I'm going to have very little support.
The whole myth of the wage quit is just that, a myth. I don't quit games based on income.
You know, I'm shocked because Dark Souls has done really well. I don't know. But now Dark Souls, that was incredibly disappointing. Not the gameplay, not hanging out with you guys, but, you know, the support was not good. I'm not going to lie. You know what they say, guys? You know the saying, when it rains, it pours, right? Not only did I have this stream where I have absolutely no idea why Dark Souls stream was so poorly supported today. All right? This is the wrong sandwich. I have the wrong sandwich in front of me, so I can't do DSP Tries It. I'm going to try to get a refund because this is not the sandwich I ordered. So give me a second. I'm going to try to do it through the app and try to get my money back. This is completely wrong. I'll still eat it, and I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, that's a scam. That's 100% a scam.
But I don't even know what sandwich this is. It's completely the wrong sandwich. So I can't even review it because I don't know what I'm eating. It looks like there's ham and other stuff on it. I ordered the smoking honey chicken sandwich, the new one, that's supposed to have peppers. This is nothing like that whatsoever. This is totally someone else's sandwich. Give me a second. I'm going to try to get a refund for it because it's completely wrong. So give me a sec, all right? Because I have to use my phone and app and everything. So I'm just going to go to this screen here so you don't see it, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys, and let's film, but this is not DSP Tries It. This is actually like DSP Tries It error episode. Hello, everyone. DSP here. I find myself in an insanely unique position. I actually can't film DSP Tries It. This is what just showed up. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not a smoking honey chicken sub. That appears to be Italian meats. To make matters even worse, I ordered a large, so I paid more because the new limited time sub is expensive. And if this is just a regular sub, which I assume this might be their Italian meats, but I don't know what it would be called, I paid more for it. Remember back when we were all fucking cavemen and we had to actually struggle to survive? And we had to knock 2 rocks together to start a fire to actually fucking have a cooking meal for the day. And we had to go hunt and gather to survive. That was fucking living. I've never, in the history of DSP Tries It, which has now run, what, 15 years? Never once, ever, have I actually had the incredibly, completely wrong order. I've had times when they forgot part of the order. If you remember... Now, of course, everyone's asking questions. Well, why didn't you check it before you left the restaurant? Because I ordered it for delivery. I'm streaming. It came at the end of my stream to eat. I'm not at the restaurant. Yes, someone at the restaurant should have checked this before it left because it's a delivery order. You should check. No one obviously did. Oh, man. See, it's gross. It's whatever they put all over it. It's soaked. The entire sandwich is soaking wet. Oh, God. It is completely soaked. It's sopping wet. I can't, I pick it up and oh, man. All right, let's try it. Here we go. Let's find out. It's good. The meats are flavorful. The bread is sweet. I like the mustard. The mustard is also sweet.
Woo! It's so robust. Wow. It is super robust in flavor. It's very strong flavored. Seriously strong flavored. It's good. Man, there's so many flavors in that.
It's soaking wet, but I don't taste Italian dressing at all. I do taste the sweetness of a mustard, and I think there's some mayo on there. I don't taste Italian dressing. The meat is decent. That's good. It's a kind of heavy and loaded. You can see a ton of meat on there. But it's fatty. Very fatty meat. Which, an Italian should be. You're going to have the fatty meats on any Italian sub, correct? But, there's too much on it. See how soaked? The whole bottom is flattened and doughy and gooey because there's too much liquid on it. The dressing is too much because now you have too many liquids on there, and it just makes the whole bottom so disgustingly wet. It's oh. Like a disgusting sponge. Really nasty. It's okay. Again, it's not bad, but I wouldn't... Old Phil would have ordered this. Before I got more healthy and I started phasing out this kind of food, old Phil would have eaten it. But I don't like to eat red meat anymore if I can avoid it. If I were to get an Italian, I probably would just get it with one thing. So maybe just the mustard. Not mustard, mayo, dressing, and now the thing's soaking wet and falling apart in my hand. You know what I mean? It's too much is what it is. It's too much. It's overkill. Well, luckily it's Jersey Mike's. Oh, not Jersey Mike's, excuse me. Firehouse Subs. See? This threw me for a loop so badly, I'm now calling it Jersey Mike's. The weird part is, we've done Firehouse Subs, 2-3 times for DSP Tries It? They've never made a mistake like this before. And usually the quality is great, so the fact that this is sopping wet, oversaturated, mushy, and the wrong sandwich makes me feel like things have changed around here, to be honest. But My wife and I have noticed in the last 6 to 8 months, the quality of a lot of places out here has dipped dramatically. It's the most basic breakfast sandwich. How could you get it wrong? It's scrambled eggs, bacon, and tomato on bread. What? How did you get confused? But twice in a row, I got it wrong. I live in Washington State in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I'm going to be honest. I think that in the United States, we are having a big crisis where basically people aren't taking stuff seriously anymore. Well, it's just, everyone just gets the job and they're just doing the bare minimum to get by. And they don't really care about anything anymore. It just seems to me like things are going crazy. Are they cutting corners? Are they massively overworking the employees and cutting down on staff? So now the employees are getting all these things wrong. Tommy Versetti says, private equity has bought up all food places in the USA. I don't know. Firehouse is different. Firehouse Subs is supposed to be owned by a group of people that want to help firefighters. So they donate a lot of their money to firefighters and stuff. You know, higher quality subs, that's why you pay more, but you're kind of donating some of your money to a good cause. Is that true? Max Payne says no. Firehouse Subs got sold. They're now owned by Restaurant Brands International, the same company that owns Burger King, Popeyes, and Tim Hortons. Are you for real? What is going on? That's completely the opposite of their old story and mentality. Like, that's how they got famous. Firehouse Subs, we support the firefighters. It's a, you know, wow. That's terrible. If I'm going to go to Firehouse Subs and I'm going to pay a lot of money, because for the record, I ordered the large of the smoking honey chicken. It was $22 for the large. Yeah, that's how expensive it was. Exactly. My Ruin says 22 is insane. It would have been better just making something at home. I know. That's why I review this stuff for you guys. You know, if prices are exorbitant, you want to know if you should spend the money. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to start uploading. I hope you'll come back and hang out with me tonight, and please support the stream. As you can see, sadly, this stream was incredibly low support for Dark Souls 2. I have no idea what happened. You guys have been asking me for Dark Souls for a long time. I brought it back. The playthrough's been doing great recently, and all of a sudden today it flopped. I don't get it. Especially because we did a lot today in the game, so I don't know. Anyway,